Okay, let's see if this is working. Okay, so it's recording, and let's go with the video, audio, go.
Two little boys had two little toys, each had a wooden horse. Gaily they played each summer's day, warriors both, of course. One little chap
Okay.
had
Hello, folks. I haven't been around for a while, and I thought I'd just start.
Went for his toy, then cried with joy as his young playmate said,
What did he say?
"Do you think I would leave you cry?
Did you think I'd leave you cry?
cry?"
Okay, hi guys. It's Debate the Cause 3. Back after a little bit of a break. I just sent my girlfriend out so I could do this blog because I just got to get it off my chest. Alright, so enough of Rolf. Let's get rid of that. So the Rolf has been started. And this, I have to drop this because this is what my girlfriend said. Okay, I'm taking full responsibility for it as well. But okay, for those Rolf Harris fans.
Can you tell what it is yet?
No.
Oh, no. For 50% off award-winning home insurance, count on Churchill. Call our UK call.
My girlfriend says, is that like the sound that he makes when he's like fucking the kids?
No. Oh, no. For 50% off award-winning home insurance, count on Churchill. Call our UK call centre.
Okay, and that's like Rolf Harris, sex claims. Rolf is the latest person to go down, guys. I'm sorry, but it looks like Rolf Harris. Finally, the names. I mean, I've seen it around on the same blogs, the same reliable sources for some time now, and all the other names, and there are actually bigger names to come. There are bigger names to come, believe it or not. But it looks like. Did you know that I've got Morals and Dogma, Albert Pike, and the 32nd degree of Freemasonry is called was it Protector of the Royal Secret? I think that was it. 32nd degree. I don't know. I have to get it up, but I think it was that. That's the name, Protector of the Royal Secret. I mean, trying to work out what this royal secret is with people like Jimmy Savile going down, and it would seem like Rolf Harris next. British police investigating historic allegations of sexual abuse against the 83-year-old celebrity flown out to Australia. It's kind of like a bit of a shame because I have been. It's like your childhood is being totally destroyed, and that's what this blog is about. I think you know. When we were kids, we formulated views and opinions in a very childlike manner. We had heroes that appeared like genuine role models to follow, and that's because that is what was presented to us on the TV. Now it would appear that some of these heroes of ours were fucking kids in the arse on a regular basis, and unfortunately, I mean, I've seen Rolf's name bandied around quite a bit. I didn't want to believe it, but according to Australia's Channel 7, she first contacted police in November last year about an incident she claimed to have witnessed in the early 1990s. The Metropolitan Police confirmed that officers from Operation U-Tree had travelled to Australia would not comment further. Harris was arrested by police in March and questioned on suspicion of committing sexual offences. He was bailed until May and has not been charged. Okay, well has to be. I have to call this blog. Well, it's the part 2 of British Pedophiles we all know, and instead of some yak, I'm gonna have to call this British Pedophiles we all know and love? Question mark. Because I mean, it's Rolf Harris. Okay, how do I feel about this? Because there are other things going on in the world. How do I feel? I'll get onto the victims and mutilation next. And instead, one of the other ones that actually made me chuckle quite a bit was Jim Davidson. And Jim Davidson was another celebrity to come within the scope of Operation U-Tree. It looks like the cabal. It looks like some people are old enough now and old enough to remember who they were actually abused by. Seen them on TV. Remember, the network of paedophile protection must have been so incredibly strong, because look what's been happening since the fall of Jimmy Savile. Rolf Harris, the man who painted the Queen. Jim Davidson, good. I don't really give a fucking shit. In 1978, he was between whatever Jim, right? Comic Jim, right? Jim Davidson's a well-known British comic. Some of you might have known him back in the day from. Well, I actually used to think he was funny when I was a kid. My dad used to burst into the room, give me a clap round the head for laughing at Jim Davidson, and I'll show you why. Because he was one of the first people to be taking the piss out of black.
He's got this wonderful car, he's got a brand new 1963 Vauxhall Cresta.
And this is his,
the pink ones with the leather skin seats and all the spears on the roof, right? Little dogs with noddy heads like that. They must be worth that 20 quid, Chalky's car. Driving it down the road, I don't want that. What's the matter with the car, broke? All of a sudden, it's got the traffic lights and broke down. They broke down and right. The lights are going red, amber, green, green, amber, red. Who's round the corner? Nick, 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 Nick. I'll Bill. The little skinny ones with the...
Yeah, the police cheering in the background, and obviously the police cheering in the background, because that's one of his racist, probably police ball type things. So let's get back to what's going on. He's he laughs off the sex attack claims. Yes, well, I suppose you would, wouldn't you? But once again, I suppose a lot of British people love Jim Davidson. I've always thought he was a cunt, excuse my French, and it looks like Jim Davidson's going down, and I say good. Obviously the claims are there. Oh my goodness, he's been married 5 times. Okay, sex attacks. Okay. They're not coming with too many facts, but I'm sure there are obviously enough to arrest him. I can't give you anything too juicy on Jim, and I'd very much like to, and as soon as it is available, I will bring it to you for this racist wanker. Oh, going on to, in terms of British paedophiles, we all know some love. Look who it is, Stuart Hall. Can you believe?
Hello, B&Q
He's giving me a bloody advert.
Bank holiday deals come rain or shine, whether you're indoors or going outside. Like 3 for 2.
Okay, we'll take care of that. Right. Anyway, while that's loading, I'll give you a preview of...
They get to grips with it. I knew we were in for mayhem, and I just laughed myself silly.
Go, Tim. Come on, Doug. I believe you missed it. You missed the water, lad. Go round again.
Yeah, you guys will know Stuart Hall as the commentator, or the laughing commentator, from this 1970s game, European participation, called Instant Knockout. Now, I laughed to this as well. I mean, this guy is actually part of my childhood. Stuart Hall laughing and then going onto Radio 5 Live and commenting on the football. He did a very good job commentating on a lot of football games, and I used to actually like being entertained by his type of summation from a football game. It was entertaining, and he could actually probably make some very boring games entertaining. But unfortunately, Stuart Hall has admitted to sexual offences. Listen to this. Turn the volume back up again.
Established a pattern of behaviour which was unlawful.
Whoa, sorry, hold up. I beg your pardon. Let's do that again.
We prosecuted Stuart Hall because the evidence of the victims clearly established a pattern of behaviour which was unlawful and for which there was no innocent explanation.
Wow.
His victims did not know each other, and almost 2 decades separated the first and the last assaults.
2 decades.
But almost all of the victims, including one who was only 9 at the time of the assault, provided strikingly similar
Oh my
accounts.
God, so it's definitely him.
Whether in public or private, Hall would first approach under friendly pretenses and then bide his time until the victim was isolated. he can only be described as an opportunistic predator.
Oh dear.
We have this week met with the woman who alleged that she'd been raped by Stuart Hall, a charge that he denies. The welfare of complainants is extremely important, a top priority for us, and we always take their concerns into account. In light of the guilty pleas already entered by Mr. Hall, the complainant no longer wishes to prosecute and give evidence on that allegation. We've concluded that it would not be in the public interest to make her give evidence against Mr. Hall in court. As such, we will not be proceeding on that charge. I would like to thank all of the victims for having the bravery to come forward and give evidence.
Okay, that's enough of that. Well, look, banged to rights. Stuart Hall banged to rights. Come on. Come on. These are... Oh, look, Jimmy Savile on the side. Jim Davison, look. They're all... come on, guys. Look, we have to... It's high time we awoke out of sleep. And, I mean... oh.
How are we doing?
How are we doing? My whole family used to be around the TV laughing to this.
Here's Doug again.
Okay, that's enough of that. Well, Stuart Hall, sorry, another pedo down for the count. Another pedo down for the count. British paedophiles, we all know. and love Rolf and say they so Rolf. Okay. Well, anyway, not just thinking it's just these individuals. I mean, let's go on to... Remember, this whole thing is supposed to be a BBC entrenched cabal of paedophiles. And with all of these outbreaks, remember, I'm not making up the news. I'm already thinking that, or it's been proving conclusively beyond a shadow of a doubt that we have a British paedophile ruling elite. And, you know, the BBC paedophiles, let's go on to the next one. Oh, look, and if you guys know this guy... Coronation Street star Michael Lee-Vell, charged with sex offences. Actor who played Kevin Webster on ITV soap for 30 years is accused of 19 sex offences, including raping a child. Raping a child. Read that. Raping a child. Right. So, come on. Let's stop fucking about. Okay, it's a cabal of individuals, and you know, look, you know, I'm looking out my window right now. The weather's turning really nice. I've been living in this country all of my life. Let me tell you what's going to happen. At some point this summer, a child is going to go missing. There's been a paedophile kidnap gang operating in this country for, let's say, the last 30 years. I'm pretty sure it's been the same one because it's operated with regularity. We had the Welsh girl that was taken at the end of the summer last year. I can't remember what her name was. I said I was actually... It's actually not fair. I should have put the information up in terms of validating that it is with regularity that these children go missing in this country, and there is an organised paedophile ring, and these are some of the individuals that would have been involved in this. Either it's a secondary byproduct of a kidnap. Where do you think they come from? Do you think they just get up, say, "Mum, Dad, I'm going to school," and then go and get raped by individuals like these? No, they don't. They're kidnapped off the street. So there you go. Michael Lee-Vell, you know who he is. Half of you loved him. He was on Coronation Street. Let's up the ante, Coronation Street wise. Come on. You guys want to argue with me? Bill Roach, Ken Barlow, who just recently had been boasting about his sexual prowess, how many people he screwed, because he was actually on Coronation Street. It would term that some of those people that he'd screwed were 15 years old at the time. Oh dear. Okay. And Roach will put that MBE, my goodness. So I've always right. Our fellow Coronation Street Michael, who plays mechanic Kevin Webster, who I just showed you, is also currently off air being charged with 19 sexual offences against a child, including rape, indecent assault, and sexual activity. He's on charges of not linked to roads. They're not linked to roads. Give me a break. These guys work on the same TV program. They're part of the same cabal. And do you have to? Does it take a genius to make that link? Mr. Ken Barlow. Look, there's Deirdre, right, and he's been fucking the children. Okay, so I mean, there is a British paedophile elite running the place that has concluded my recent summation of British paedophiles that we all know, and some we love. Going on to, oh, well, come on, I mean, obviously, do I love a paedophile? No, of course I don't love a paedophile. Needs his head cut off before anyone even tries. But, you know, there are other people out there who won't even listen to my argument and say, oh, it's just allegations. That's right, they are paedophiles that we know and love. But aside from that whole paedophile thingy-the-bajiggy, did any of you see that mini nuke that was set off in Syria by the Israelis? Now, I went to have a look on it. People talked about it. And I tried to keep this Google search page because if you can see, it says Israel attacks Syrian targets. No, the attack on Syria's nuclear facility. Israel secretly bombed a suspect Syrian nuclear facility. And that's what they're saying is resultant for that massive mushroom cloud type explosion that we saw on TV, which looks like a mini nuke. Now, I ask you, well, before we even see it, let's have a look at what the brain-dead American public are saying.
Action. A surgical attack targeting a shipment of missiles.
The Israelis have to be vigilant. They have to be concerned.
Amid fears of a widening conflict.
There are incredibly significant regional implications here.
Pariah in death.
Right, okay, what a load of bullshit. Okay, Syria needs to be worried. I've no idea. Anyway, look, check this. This is actually, this is the explosion. Check it. Look, tell me what you think this looks like to you.
Heavy hands.
Okay, not to make things too scary, but there are very few people on the face of the planet Earth that predicted that we're going to be in this place right now. And I'm just going to end with something nice, which I thought was quite good. You know, after everything that's going on and the war and everything, I knew it was coming to this place because I've been following good information. And I'll be, you know, sometimes I end my videos by saying double honors to the elders, and here's a picture of at least two of the three wise men. Elder Gabar is probably on the left on the computer, but yeah, this is Great Millstone, and I'll just mention them because, you know, there was an epic meeting of individuals on YouTube communicating in terms of some of the Tommy Sotomayor crowd find out about Great Millstone, and that's fantastic, because if you do, and any of that information comes to you, even in a spiritual sense, helping you put together what's going on in today's sense, that's a fantastic thing. If you can kind of drag up some of those boneheaded Negroes and help them understand what's going on and why they are in the predicament they are in and how to deal with that in this modern day life, then, you know, I can't think of anyone better than Great Millstone. So those series of videos and the Thomas Sotomayor, the response was quite good, because that was kind of like GMS trying to condense down very quickly. For anyone who, you know, doesn't know anything about Great Millstone, you know, if you're a hater, don't even bother coming onto my page. You get banned straight away. You know, go and check them out. They do a very good summation of how they break down their own knowledge and what times and dates that we're living in right now, and you should really check that out. That was Tommy Sotomayor, the response. And to end it on an even slightly lighter note, what was it? Oh, the GMS forum, which I thought was really good because I just love it when you see some of the other camps who are inspired by Great Most in terms of the right understanding of interpreting the knowledge, going through language interpretation, understanding Hebrew, understanding the correct sense and interpretation of things to get a correct understanding of the Bible. The open forum, the most recent open forum, I believe it had Abba Shabba Yala from the Houston camp, and I believe a couple of other people there. Was it the my dude from Atlanta was there, and was it, I think it's Let the Truth Speak. I think that's what their website is called, and I do watch those guys quite often, which is good. So that was a beautiful thing. Loads of heavy information coming about the chip, and how the wars are about to break out, which region they're going to break out in. We're seeing it develop at the moment. It's not a random series of events that are going on, and for those of you who are interested in how the future is going to pan out, I think a very good series of videos have come out containing a lot of information, and I advise you all to check that out. But a crazy couple of weeks, right? Bombs, bigger bombs, mini nukes, and I can't break down everything that's going on in this. I think you should come and check it out for yourself. But lots of
the elders do the same.
Lots of really good information. Anyway, I'm gonna end it on that. Oh yeah, double honors to the elders, and the rest of the brothers.